Howdy. This is the Gene Machine, coming at you live from the corner of my room. And do you see this? Do you see this ad right here? Doesn't this look like an ad you'd find on somewhere like, X videos or something like that? Well, too bad. This is an ad you can find right here on YouTube. And you probably have seen this ad before. It has over 6 million views right now. So let's talk about it. This is the series where we take a look at various mobile game ads that come off as fake, misleading, or just downright terrible. And today we're going to be revisiting the game KingsThrone, Game of Lust. Now, when I say revisit, I mean that I've already made a video on KingsThrone. I'm sure most of you watching have already seen it, as it's up to 100,000 views at the time of this recording, so thanks to everyone who gave me their time to watch that video. That previous video was a test. In that test, I deliberately made sure to swear as much as I could and show the source ad in its entirety without censoring to ensure that that video would one day get age restricted. The test was to see what would get age restricted first, the source ad or my video critiquing the source ad. I can finally tell you that the test has concluded. To what I would assume to come as a surprise to no one, as of January 10th, 2021, my video was the first to get age restricted, as well as the source ad is still not age restricted. Now, YouTube recommends that you report an ad on YouTube through the Google Help website, which, on that note, I will provide a link to that site where you can report ads, and I'll be linking that site in future videos moving on, as now that gives up 2 ways to report an ad on YouTube. With that being said, however, the ad is still, at the end of the day, a video on YouTube. So the fact that, despite hearing from many of you guys that you have reported the video, the fact that the video itself is still not age restricted is disappointing, to say the least. There are a couple comments on the previous video that I'd like to show you. These individuals and a few others whose comments I couldn't find have let me know that them and their kids have gotten this ad while watching videos that are made for kids. This is the equivalent of a kid going on Cartoon Network and trying to watch an episode of like the Problem Solver. I'm sorry, I can't say that with a straight face. But anyway, imagine that kid watching that, and on commercial break, boom, he gets an ad for like, Adam and Eve or Nut Taku or something like that. So disregarding the double standard that this is a problem in itself, where both because it's allowed as an ad and because it's not age restricted, this ad can show up for just about anyone, it seems. That's something I quickly just wanted to bring up. So now, let's talk about this video. This video is going to be the second and final test. In this video, I am not going to swear, and I am going to censor every part from the source ads I show that YouTube could deem as too much. So if you see a black censor bar on an ad that I show, just know that that's my own editing, not the ad's doing. This time, like I said, I'm going to be showing multiple ads instead of one like the previous video, so the test will be to see what gets age restricted first, this video or the ad that was shown in my previous video, which is also their most viewed ad. So with all that said, let's take a look at some of their ads. This first ad was brought to my attention thanks to a viewer, and big shocker, it follows the exact same format of that other ad. Only this time, instead of being half-dressed, now one of them is not dressed at all and is covered by just a towel. So anyone who had the argument in the previous video where it's fine because they're at least covered in underwear, would you say that this argument still holds up? Anyway, this is the exact same format that they're trying to push, where it's their own in-game characters doing the 02 dance meme. Oh, I should probably mention, a lot of you asked what the name of the song is in these ads. Here's the song on the screen right now, so if you're wondering, no, the company behind these ads did not make the song, they just took it and used it for their ad. They've made a lot more of these dancing ones, and even variants that have light sensors, so I'm gonna assume it's just in case they have to use these ads as a backup, but the rest of them aren't really as bad, from what I've seen at least. Except this one. Let's not talk about this one. Here's an ad that's just, how do you even explain this one? It's just 15 seconds of them topless with a big NSFW sign at the bottom, and that's it. Like, how do you even justify something like this? It baffles me. Thankfully, this ad in particular is age restricted, so I assume it's no longer eligible to be considered an ad, but still, man, enjoy new maiden chambers. Like, seriously, what the frick? In this next ad, we have a girl needing cat food for her cat, and oh my god. I have it censored, but I'm sure you can assume what it says. I feel like as I'm writing the script for this video, I'm just losing more and more humanity with each ad I see. These ads are trying their absolute hardest to surprise you and use that shock value to get you to download the game. Here's another one showing just a guy shaking the screen to bounce the girl's badonkadonks, and that's it. That's the ad. And also I'd like to point out, look at the edges on the phone screen. Do you notice the green tint around it? Yeah, that just means that the phone is just showing a green image and they green screen this onto it. And as if for some reason, they couldn't just showcase this in the actual game. I wonder why that is. This one isn't as bad, I guess, but it's just a girl oddly taking her clothes off asking for help. And you have to choose between her and a mother with a baby. Again, it's all this just suggestive bullshit crap, and they try and slide it into the ad because they know it's not the gameplay nor the choices you can make that'll get people to download the game. It's the girls taking their clothes off that will get people interested. I mean, just look at the analytics of the last video I made on these ads. Over 90% of people who watched the video came from manually searching up the ad. Now, of course, there's a lot of you watching that video as well as this one because you were shocked and wanted to come report it. But let's not kid ourselves. The majority of people who looked up the ad looked it up because they liked what they saw. That's exactly why this company is resorting to this tactic. They know people like what they see and want more, which is why they try to go as extreme as possible in these ads to make you want more. I mean, obviously that's the mindset of every hentai and porn game out there, but again, these are ads on YouTube we're talking about here. Here's another ad where you take a girl out of prison, strip her, and use sex toys on her, all while you hear this annoying laugh. Again, just keep in mind, this is not age restricted. People can see this ad while watching their favorite episode of freaking Paw Patrol. Also, you know, on a side note, why are these people even in jail? You ever stop to think about that? Like, what did these people do to end up in the slammer? For all we know, we could be freeing a lady who was charged with 2 counts of first-degree manslaughter. I think this is yet another reason of why we shouldn't download this game, just saying. Here's the last ad I'll show. Again, this is not really as bad, but again, it's all just sexual implications. In this one, you are trying to break apart a keyhole to see the woman undressing inside, and again, that's it. Ironically enough, we've gone through almost 10 ads today and have yet to see one bit of gameplay. So you might be wondering, what is the game actually like? Originally, I was planning on showing what the game looked like in this video, but instead I'd feel you'd get a better grasp of what the game is like by checking out this video by KingsThrone Thoughts. I'll have the video linked in the description, and well, you'll understand why I recommend this video. Anyway, yeah, that's the marketing campaign of KingsThrone for you. Make as many sexually explicit ads as possible, all of which break the terms of service on YouTube, and just watch as you rake in as many poor souls as possible to download your game. The game sucks, the ad sucks, they suck, don't download the game. Instead, feel free to spend your time reporting any of the ads in the video that you feel are worthy of being reported. Like I mentioned before, all of the ads are in the description down below, but on top of that, let's go through the process of how YouTube recommends you report an ad. You have to go to this tab in the Google Help section, which I'll of course have this tab linked in the description as well, and from there, just follow the steps I do, enter your email, and of course, provide the link of the ad where it asks for it. On top of that, you're also free to report the source ad itself, as despite it being an ad, it's still a video on YouTube at the end of the day. And yeah, that's all I really have to say in this video. Again, we'll see how this test goes. I'm hoping that this time the ad gets age restricted first before my video, but from what we've seen in my previous video, that's up in the air for now. If you hate terrible mobile game ads as much as we do, be sure to subscribe and like the video, and feel free to comment as well which of these ads is considered the worst in your opinion. I check the comments on my videos frequently, so be sure to let me know. And with all that said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay real.